Sooners got some good news on the defensive side last night, as two key players on that defensive roster will be returning next season. Let's talk about both of them coming up here in about 10 seconds. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, where we take a pensive approach to the sports conversation. Thank y'all for pulling up to the YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to talk about two defensive players that decide to make their return: Isaiah Coe on the defensive line and Woodi Washington in the secondary, which will add additional veteran presence to this team and, hopefully make a vast improvement into next season. So let's talk about them. But before that, hop in the comments, let your boy know, how do you feel about Isaiah Coe as well as Woodi Washington returning next season? Are you excited? Or are you disappointed they didn't go pro? Let me know your thoughts. We'd love to hear your comments. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. Dropping a bunch of content, man. It's going to be busy the next month and a half as we prepare for the official National Signing Day, as well as the close of the transfer portal. So you don't want to miss any of it. And if you're new to, and if you've been here for a while, hit that share button. Why? Because sharing is caring. So in this video, we're going to dive into it. Isaiah Coe, defensive lineman, announced at about 4 o'clock last night on New Year's Day that he will be making his return. Unfinished business. And in his quote here says, start off unknown, finish unforgettable, 100 emoji. So Isaiah had a pretty solid year. The redshirt junior came out here, 20 tackles, 2 sacks, and he was part of a key part of our defensive rotation. He was starting to see improvement as the season went on. He got half a sack in the Cheez-It Bowl against Florida State, and he was starting to get more pressure this year. So I was pretty excited to see him decide to come back, because it just adds that veteran presence. It keeps depth there, and it keeps players that have been around Schmitty's conditioning system for more than a year, so that we're going to start to see improvements there as well. So as these freshmen come in, and we're really excited about as well some of these transfers, they're still going to have to get their bodies ready to perform under Schmitty's work. And because of that, having guys that's been there that should be physically ready for it makes it easy for those rotations. And that's my personal opinion. That's no major just analysis or in-depth. No, I just think that guys that have been through a workout program for at least a year will probably fare a lot better their second year in it than they would their first year. So luckily we'll have a defensive lineman that'll do that, and then we should be able to get more pressure. And so I'm pretty stoked to see Isaiah make his return, because I was kind of high on him anyway. He was a transfer back in his former life out of Iowa Wesleyan. And so, as part of that 21 class, and like I said, he's shown some improvement in my opinion. So give me your thoughts on Isaiah. Do you think Coe has shown some improvement in your eyes? I'd love to get your thoughts as we talk more about these players. Next up, we have Woodi Washington out of the secondary making his valiant return as well. And now Washington, he was our number one corner this past season. My man was pretty good, in my opinion. So about 8 o'clock last night on New Year's Day, he decided to make his announcement as well, dropping the graphic. Both of them dropped their graphics from Miles M Creations on Twitter. Miles be doing some great work. Good job on the player graphics. And he dropped that, Woodi, of course, he's a redshirt junior in this past season, 13 games. He's played in all of them, and he's provided us with 67 total tackles with 6 pass breakups and an interception. And so bringing him back in that Schmitty workout plan, as well as playing in that secondary with those young guys, he's probably he was our best defensive back, period. And it's great to have him back. Now we'll have him rotating with a few others, because we're still trying to wait and find out about CJ Colden. I really hope Colden comes back for one more year. I would love to have him there one more year to help mentor these young players, but there's no guarantee there. We should find out about him this week, among other players making their official announcements. And so I will be stoked to have Woodi next to CJ Colden, but we probably won't. It'll probably be just Woodi, but that's fine, because we've still got a lot of other players on the roster that now will have opportunity to step up, like Connie Walker, as well as we'll have, transfer in Kendall Doby, who I think will potentially get a lot of playing time, if not still a starting spot by the end of next season. But I've been wanting to see Connie Walker as well. But besides that, and we'll talk about the positions and stuff after National Signing Day, so we'll have some stuff to talk to y'all about. But the bigger one here is looking at what Woodi Washington's going to bring to that room, and with Jay Valai coaching all of them. So I'm really hyped about Woody coming back, him and Coe. It's going to be a good thing for us Sooner fans. Veteran presence on the defensive side. Veteran defenses usually always fare better than young ones. And so the more veterans we can hang on to that have the talent and that can adjust themselves, the better. So be excited about that. Outside of that, let your boy know, how do you feel about Coe and Washington making their returns? Let your boy know. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification if you're new to the channel, just where you can join all the content. And yeah, we'll chop it up, I don't know, in about a day or two. Peace.